I'm constipated. Well, I wouldn't want to look at a wall.
No. I'm talking about the one from...
Resources?
Resources?
I want to ask you another question, M.K. Rothman.
Question?
Earlier, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called Israel's military their control of the border, crossing a very
he said military.
Why is this strategically important for Israel?
So,
So,
of course, fights Hamas and try to eliminate as many Hamas combatants.
Hamas.
And rockets and tunnels and all the tools they used and they plan to use to kill our citizens. So that's the war effort. The border, the Rafah crossing, the border to Egypt was one of the main sources to pass, to smuggle arms into the Gaza Strip. By the way, by doing so, the fact that both Egypt and sadly also, I must say, the United States said in the past
Thank you.
they will do
Grace has diabetes now?
and they promised that
What?
there will be
Yeah,
no
Grace has
migrants
diabetes
coming
now.
through the Rafah,
Dang, that sucks.
the border of
Thank you.
with
Well,
Egypt, and sadly,
yeah, but... Stop eating.
She won't stop. What?
Well, it's because, like, she snacks at night. Like, oh my goodness, like, I try to sleep in the chair, she's like, and chips. I wonder why she gets diabetes.
Make Hamas weaker, and hopefully, with God's help, get the war shorter, and the chances of getting the hostages back much greater.
That has continued to be a supply line coming across that border even during the midst of the war.
Yes, of course, Israel...
A mum? Did you hear him? He's like, a mum.
had some effort. Of course, Israel tried
Oh. Wow, that sounds like Crossy Road, what I just did.
how efficient was the supervision by Egypt, because as we saw, many things got in.
He's like, as we say, as we saw. No, he's like, as we say, as we saw.
I seen a seesaw. Let's sing along to a seesaw.
Is the border with Egypt, and Israel had no control of it. So that put in context all the lies that we have heard about Israel barricading Gaza.
M.K. Rothman, final question for you. Just got about 30 seconds left.
God, shut your mouth.
Dragging their feet in negotiations as it pertains to releasing the hostages. Is there a growing concern that many of these hostages may no longer be alive?
Yes, sadly, we know already more than 30. We just got an announcement today of another hostage that was considered, that we didn't know what happened with him, and now it was confirmed that he actually was murdered on October 7th, and Hamas is holding his body. Of course, Hamas is in charge and is responsible of the well-being of the hostages and what's going on there. And
I'm pretty sure Sheriff Mom's gonna try to call her.
it's becoming worse every day. So that's why I'm emphasizing the importance of applying pressure on Qatar, on anyone who enables Hamas. The leadership of Hamas sits today in Qatar every day. So the pressure can come and should come from all the world.
All right, MK.
Probably tell her to round up your military and you go get them.
Events there in Israel. Thanks so much. Good folks, I want to encourage you to be a part of Praying for and Standing with Israel on May the 19th. To be a part of that, text Israel to 67742. I
Annoying. I don't like her. No, she's cringe. Good. I'm making her chips.
Our culture and many of our churches by storm from a biblical
No way.
perspective. Family Research Council's David Clausen, along with co-authors Denny Burke and Colin
Brother,
Smothers,
make
released a new
sherbet.
book, Male and Female, He Created Them, a study on gender,
No, she would
sexuality,
be-
and marriage.
Oh,
To
baby,
help
you're so
Christians grasp Bible
pretty.
teaching about these issues. This study presents
God,
a
I'm not making her anything.
homosexuality,
Eh.
transgenderism,
Not.
and marriage. With this new resource, readers will be given guidance on specific questions related to
She's
preferred
worse than
pronouns,
mine.
identity, intersex conditions, and other matters that our churches must be discipling their members to respond to with love and biblical conviction. As part of the study, readers have access to supplemental videos by Dr. Albert
Breeders.
Dr. Keith Lambert, Reverend H.B. Charles, Dr. Christopher Yuan, Dr. Rosaria Butterfield, and others.
Butterfield. Butterfield.
Themes of each chapter.
What do you make popcorn?
Evander Butterfield.
Today we find that global persecutions of Christians is growing more menacing every year. Family Research Council's Leila Gilbert, Ariel Del Turco, and Lieutenant General
Del Jerko.
It gives a close look at the dire
Close
situations
look.
Christians often face due to dangerous and sometimes deadly opposition to their faith. The book's true stories of persistence and faithfulness amidst crisis offer inspiration and hope. Heroic faith also
Inspiration.
provides insights into the ideologies driving the hostility and persecution, what steps the U.S. government might take to help, and how readers can best respond to the struggles of the faithful.
No,
It is
shut up.
critical for us to learn from our brothers and sisters who are suffering deeply and to do whatever we can to help. You can get your copy of Heroic Faith wherever books are sold or by going to frc.org/heroicfaith.
At the library?
Again,
A library.
frc.org/heroicfaith.
Well, they're not sold, but.
Men are constantly told that there is no place for their thoughts and concerns about abortion. However, this attitude ignores the fact that both women and men are deeply and personally affected by abortion. Furthermore, one does not have to be a woman to
Not
know
all
that
men
abortion
and women
ends
are
the life of
affected
an
by it.
innocent unborn child. Every man
Some
has
people
a
are
role
all
to
for
play in
it.
protecting unborn lives and supporting the mothers and their families and greater community.
My
Which
sister
is why FRC
Selena,
Center for Humanity has released a
called
resource
Biden a
titled
baby
"A
sniffer or
Man's Guide to
something.
Standing for Life."
A baby sniffer.
This resource was created to help
What?
men positively address the topic.
Yeah, because she heard that Biden likes to sniff babies.
Ew. What a creep. What a creep.
Every man has the opportunity to be an unborn baby's hero by stepping in to support a mother and speaking up for her child's life. Get this free guide at frc.org/prolifemen to learn more about the important role men play in protecting unborn lives.
Little preach.
To Washington Watch. Good to have you with us on this
God,
Tuesday.
shut your
We invite
mouth.
you to join us May 19th for a special Sunday.
It's not Sunday, it's
With
Tuesday, you
Israel Sunday.
idiot.
Find out more about how you can be a part of it. Text Israel to 67742, as you've heard.
No, you
Just in our
pervert.
previous segment.
You pervert. What?
And pray for the peace of that land and that this situation would be resolved quickly. Well,
He's like,
discussion, the Biden administration plans to bring
That's slurping soup, buddy. Funny thing is, I'm recording you, dummy. He's slurping on coffee or soup.
So why the United States? The millions of migrants that have poured into the country due to the Biden border crisis has security officials already on edge for a potential terrorist attack. How would a Gazan refugee relocation program increase that risk? Well, joining me now to
Increase
discuss this is Chad
risk.
Wolf. He was a former acting secretary for the Department of Homeland Security, now chairman of the Center of Homeland Security and Immigration at the America First Policy Institute. Chad, welcome back to Washington
Policy.
Watch.
Well, thanks for having me, Jenny. Good to be here.
Jenny.
Let me just ask you point blank.
Did you hear me say Jenny?
The Biden administration apparently planning to bring Gazan refugees
So,
to the United
transgender?
States.
Well, as you indicated in your intro, I'm just as skeptical and concerned about that plan as I think most Americans are. You kind of summed it up well. I think there's a lot of questions that they need to answer.
Why did he suck?
First, I think they need to explain to the American people why they need to do this.
People?
This idea that
People.
to bring folks from Gaza all the way to the United States when sort of the
principle of the rule of thumb is when you want to resettle
thumb.
out of an area that perhaps is dangerous, but you want to do that as close to home as possible. So countries like Egypt and Jordan are not taking these individuals because of presumably their security concerns. Well, what is the Biden administration doing? Security concerns, and why is EU countries and other countries in the region take them? And so I think the Biden administration has got a lot of explaining to do if they actually go forward with this proposal. I'm hopeful.
It's to
So I'm
do.
not, waiting with bated breath that they will abandon
To
this.
do.
But I think there's a lot of unanswered questions, and it gives me a lot of pause to see them going down this road.
Now, Chad, you were a part of securing our southern border during the Trump administration. You got that under control, so immigration is something you know quite a bit about. Is this not a break with like a 4-decade-old
Decade.
process that we had as it pertains to Palestinians? Very few of them came to the United States over the last 40 years. This is a significant change in that policy, is it not?
Well, I think it is, and we also have the refugee process that if you
Stop
want
talking
to be
and just get back to
resettled
the
here in the
music.
United States, that is a very lengthy process.
They guys have no
Because
commercials.
there's a number of security checks, and there's a number of vetting steps that need to be done, and what we've seen from the Biden administration, particularly as it relates to the Afghans after the fall of
Afghans? That's a
is that they
blanket.
shortchanged that process, and they allowed hundreds of thousands of Afghans to come here in the United States.
It's Africans, you
So
idiot.
to do the security checks after the fact. And if they're going to
Afghan is a blanket.
from Gaza, I think the concern is still there. Is how do we know who these individuals are? Because
I don't know. Ask them, idiot.
Ask him, you idiot.
On data and information from Gaza authorities, what little authorities there are, and so it's going to be very difficult to vet these individuals.
Right, I was going to ask you that to draw a comparison between what they did in Afghanistan and bringing those individuals over here. We still don't know exactly what risk are contained within those individuals they brought over. This would only heighten concern by those who are trying to keep this nation safe from within.
Well, Biden doesn't do a good job,
I
so
think the better approach is why don't we work with allies in the region and elsewhere to
keep it
say
safe.
and allow them to take these folks in. Again, trying to resettle them closest to home, so if conditions improve in
Home.
Gaza, they're able to go back. And they're able
Oh.
to do that very quickly. Tony, you and I both know that once they get here in the United States, there's very few that will actually leave the United States, and so that is not really refugee resettlement. That is just moving them to a different country here in the United States. So I think we
So
really
you're
need to keep
basically
that in
shipping
play
them?
and instead encourage our friends and our allies and others around the world, but particularly in that region, to
It's
take
not
these
just an
individuals
ally.
in if they are truly, needing to be relocated.
Isn't it true that most of them have not?
Isn't it
wanted
true
to
that
take
you're
them
more
in
yes?
because of the security of not being certain that operatives are infiltrating the civilian population?
God.
You're just correct. The same concern that we had with the Afghans, which is, after the fall of Kabul, everyone said, hey, look, we need to help those that help the
Look.
United States, these interpreters and other folks.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Are you still recording?
Yeah. I'm looking.
But we had a very difficult time understanding who was friend and who was foe, and you're
Foe
going to have the same process unfold here in Gaza, trying to
Foe 'em.
understand who
I can see fold them, but fold them, what?
we're comfortable with, or who is someone that we really can't verify who they are, and so their connections and their
You can't verify who they are. That's not good.
is questionable, and those are the individuals you don't want in the United States. But again, the
It's
Biden
not good.
doesn't seem to be concerned about this.
What is he not a male or a female? He's a alien?
And they're making
He's a genderless alien?
certain decisions for political reasons more than anything else.
Final question for you.
Question.
How can this be stopped? If the administration wants to do it, who can stop it?
Well, it's hard. They've got a lot of authority. The president does.
It's not hard. You're supposed to be an expert.
Allow refugees to come in. I mean, Congress can stop it at the end of the day. It'll take both houses of Congress to do that. But the administration has some ability under the refugee cap and the refugee authority that they have to bring individuals in. But accountability and oversight is what the Congress can do.
Chad Wolf, I want to thank you as well
Wolf.
for joining us today. And I appreciate
Wolf,
you.
wolf, wolf, wolf.
Great, thank you.
And folks, I
You're
want
welcome.
to the fact that
Thank God I just won.
As I mentioned, at the border when
A ghost town? What the?
if there's a will, there's a way.
How much does a hen weigh? What? About 5 pounds. That was on Arthur. What if I want to sit?
He was called upon to resign because he
Resign.
was a failing
Yeah, resign.
chairman of the House Education Committee. We're going to talk more about
More.
things here